Good morning. We're on Friday morning and in the final stages of getting ready for Lydia's graduation party tomorrow night. But first I want to show you the ducks. Lydia has 6 ducks. One is sitting on eggs that will never hatch babies, but she doesn't know that. So she's over in the flower bed on the front of the house. I love these ducks. Keith and Wilson are out back working on putting up the big tent. So let's go check on their progress. A couple of days ago, we had a load of gravel delivered. So Keith was working on spreading that kind of to create a nicer road back here for people to pull up through the yard and park close to the tent. I see Wilson and I see Keith and I see the tent. And if you look way off in the distance, you can see the cows up on their hill. How's it going, Wilson?
Pretty good.
Yeah? Hot. It is. It's warm. At least you got a breeze though, right? Hopefully that won't interfere with the tent too much.
Raising of the big top.
Yep, they both had to don their dark glasses because, as you can probably guess, that white tent is quite bright in the sunlight.
Okay, the most important part of any tent raising has been completed. Old Glory ×3 has been attached to the center poles. I love my United States of America, and I'm very thankful to God for putting me here and allowing me to live and work here. Not proud of what my country has become, but my government is not my country. My country are my friends and neighbors and hard-working people all across the land who produce every day to keep the rest of us healthy and happy, provided for. So Old Glory represents you. Thank you for keeping the country going.
Doesn't get too smooth. There we go. Raising the big top. Grab the next one while you position that. Yes. We want it to be symmetrical. She's waving. Is that straight? Yeah, probably over that little bit. Center.
That I'm just gonna have to move.
Yeah.
you kids think about the tent? Huh? What do you think? Guess you can't see it very well from here. No, you don't. No need to get up. Yeah, there's no reason to get up. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Jessie. How are the flies back here? Unfortunately, we're really coming on to fly season already. Yep, pretty girls. Another group of heifers back here availing themselves of the shade. We have a lot of replacement heifers. That's a good thing. But for our size herd, we could sell a couple more too.
Big tops up.
Bring on the circus.
Alright, well, what we have going on here is the project of moving our little pavilion to out back by the tent. This is going to be the ye old Finklandia ice cream shop for serving that Prairie Farms ice cream. It's a little bit of Midwestern engineering. So they put a board across the bucket. That board is holding up the pavilion. He also has handles on the posts themselves. Handles that I think he took off 15-gallon drums. Going back to those 15-gallon drums. They come in pretty handy. But I think he took... Uh-oh. I think maybe we're running into the milk house. Maybe I should stop filming at this point. Anyway, I think there are handles attached to each one of the posts too, because 4 people have just lifted these and walked this by hand too. Uh-oh. Wait a second. Flowers! Let me move that chair out of the way. Oh well, things don't always go perfectly, but I guess so long as we don't hit that electrical box, maybe we'll be good. And I won't get any more underneath it. You should see how we move a piano back there for Singspirations. Sorry, I couldn't film all of that. I had to run in and check on my elbow macaroni for macaroni and cheese for tomorrow night. But maybe it was better that you didn't watch because, or that I didn't watch because we were all a little less nervous. But I'll tell you, that Keith Fink is pretty smart about how to do stuff like this. Seems like it's going pretty well. Sometimes it's just better when the women folk aren't around to lend their opinions. I'm sure that's how some men folk feel anyway. Right, men? Looking good. Wilson, you're doing a great job. You know, we have several of these milk cans around, and he was going to repaint, I think, all of them. And when I saw what he had done, just kind of cleaning up a couple of these, I said, could we please leave those, you know, as they are? So I think he just put a clear coat on them, and I think they look fabulous. The plan is to have flowers, I think, in the top part. It'll look pretty neat. Although I am not sure what shaped pot is going to fit so well in that one. If you see Neil, tell him we have his milk can.
Right, it'd be like a little step up ramp thing, but it'd be right there.
That's for us farmers.
Yeah.
Well,
You don't know anything.
no, it's just I'd like to catch all of this discussion about, you know, how it's all going to happen.
We don't know. That's
No.
what we're discussing.
Oh, all right. Well,
You know where this is going. Bring it back. As you come back this way, and back this way.
Like put back this way.
we'll listen to the nice sounds of the H here. The Finklandia National Park wagon that Keith put together several years back becomes a favorite hangout for, the teens and young 20s when they come over here to the farm for events such as this. They love sitting up in there and gabbing. Right, sweetie? Nice, I know. Is this the big one?
Big one. We also Wilson done run over you.
Yeah.
The press is always in the way.
Yeah. Keith actually built that pavilion back in 2020, the spring of COVID. I decided to have a pampered chef party that summer because people were not going anywhere. They weren't spending money on travel, and I thought, what a great time to impose on friends and family and invite a bunch of ladies over for a pampered chef party. So we headed out on the front lawn. It ended up being a very warm day. So my pampered chef representative, who's actually a friend of the family, she demonstrated underneath the pavilion and demonstrated quite a bit of food. And it was a very successful pampered chef party, as pampered chef parties go. But that's what the pavilion was built for. And we're very thankful to have it for other reasons as well.
See, if I don't want to explain it before I do it, because if I can't make it work, then I look even stupider than I am.
You're not stupid, sweetie. Look at how well that whole idea with moving the pavilion just worked.
Oh, it's because I've done it before. I knew it worked.
Well, you've done it with the bucket like that before?
Yep.
Oh, I've missed that, I guess.
The impressive part is that I didn't forget between the last time I did it and now.
How you did it, you mean?
How I did
Yeah, very good. I was mentioning the handles that he recycled
probably
or
ought to get
repurposed
some,
from the 15-gallon pails.
Some concrete blocks. And set
Painted them
there.
black.
There's someone taller.
Stuck them on.
Catch a sharp metal edge on his face.
Yeah, we don't need any injuries or lawsuits.
Lawsuits.
That'd be
Oh,
interesting.
you know, it would be sort of. Hopefully, nobody in this crowd would do such a thing. Maybe AJ.
Maybe AJ? No, he wouldn't. AJ wouldn't be tall enough to whack his head on that.
Sorry, AJ. All right, so now a little after 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I'm hungry.
Keith is hungry. I've been down in the kitchen working on the cheese sauce for the macaroni and cheese. So, 1.5 pounds of butter and 3 cups of flour and 2 gallons of milk and 8 pounds of Velveeta.
Doesn't she have
Later.
a pleasant, calming voice?
Don't worry, Johnny, he's not upset. Anyway, so the noodles are cooked and the cheese sauce is cooked. They'll stay separate until tomorrow. And then we slap, I think it's 1.5 pounds of shredded cheddar in there with it. We'll warm it up in the Nesco, let it cook for several hours. Anyway, thought we'd come up and get an update on what's happening up here. Uncle Kim came out to set up 2 tents that he has, the smaller tents. There's the bigger one. Stuff's starting to take shape just a little bit. We had to try to get a bunch of this done today because tomorrow, of course, is Dairy Day at the museum. So we won't have the whole day to work tomorrow.
Did y'all hear about the fire down at the campground? Yes. The heat was intense.
Wah, wah, wah.
People don't appreciate good humor, have to make fun of it.
I appreciate your humor, of course. Of course I do. Let's go over and see if Uncle Kim has any good humor today. So, hello. So we've got
Yes, we did. It was in the other box.
this stuff hopefully becomes that.
Whatever.
Yeah. It's across.
Just set this aside for now.
And look, we even have instructions.
And the men are reading the instructions?
Yeah, 2, 3, 2.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing.
So 2 is going to the corner, 3 is in the middle.
Wow.
We only put it up once every however many years.
Yeah, I know. It's always trying to remember.
Right. Obviously, we are not in the army.
Yeah, this isn't time.
It would be morning before we got our tent put up. And obviously, we're not like those people who like to go camping for recreation, because why in the world would you go and put up a tent and mess with all of this when you can sleep in a burlow mattress at night?
Oh, jeepers. Of course.
You want to do a Verlo commercial?
Of
Come
course.
over here to my camper.
He just made it a Verlo commercial right away.
You never get tired of that.
Oh! Yeah, why do we still have a Verlo mattress sitting out
That's
here?
Fink's.
Right.
If someone ever gives you a free boat trailer and you haven't a boat to put on it, and your son at the same time just happens to get a new mattress but doesn't want to take the time to dispose of the old one, you take that mattress and put it on your boat trailer, and you've got yourself an instant camper.
Yeah.
It's a Verlo. Well, look at the beautiful cows cresting the hill.
2, 3, 2. Nothing going. Yep. Utterly delightful. 2.
Isn't that lovely?
Lovely. Wow.
You're supposed to say utterly delightful.
You already said it.
I know, but you're supposed to say it again.
It's official. I need bigger pots. Baked beans. And this recipe is a recipe from a lady in our church. You mix a large can, very large can of Bush's baked beans with 1 can each of 3 other bean varieties. I used black beans, butter beans, and chili beans. I drained the black beans and the butter beans, but I did not drain the chili beans. Then you add a whole bunch of brown sugar and molasses to them. Fry up a bunch of bacon, fry up a bunch of ground beef, add that to them. They are fabulous. And that, of course, is the cheese sauce for the macaroni and cheese. But yes, I think I need larger pots because I'm not exactly sure where to go from here. Fortunately, Nick Jameson, that I mentioned in that video yesterday, is letting us borrow a cooler or refrigerated trailer. Not sure what to call it, but my nephew Craig, who is Kim's youngest son, who works for Nick as a sales guy, he will be dropping that trailer off tonight. So it's a good thing because this stuff will not fit in my refrigerators. We have another. Don't chase them, George. George. Here, come say something to the camera, George, so people know you're still among the land of the living.
You know, when I used to chase them around, I would chase them one way and then turn around, and they'd follow, yelling at me as I walked back.
Yeah, actually, birds like George.
Yeah, they do.
Uncle George.
Also,
Yep.
this deer doesn't have 4 legs.
It's not supposed to have 4 legs. It's a cool chair.
Do I look like a model? I could be a country singer, you know?
You could. Do you have a song you can sing for everyone? Especially with that foot out like that, with the boot.
I know. Yeah, with my cowboy boots.
Yeah.
My girlfriend that left me 14 years ago. My truck that broke down. What else?
Something about your dog.
Yeah, my dog ran away. I tell you, everything's falling apart.
Your dog ran away with your girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I guess the dog would be dead by now then.
That's
that was
why
14
I wrote
years
this
ago.
song. No, I don't have any songs. I can't sing. Just kidding, yes I can.
Alright, one final update regarding the party. For today anyway. This is the refrigerator trailer that Nick Jameson is letting us use. There goes the nephew Craig Fink, whose graduation we are celebrating tomorrow night as well. Again, he's Kim's youngest son. And I'm going to take you up here because Keith was working a little bit on the ice cream shop sign. So there's the sign up on the pavilion. I'm hoping you can read it. So we will have 1 3-gallon container of vanilla and 1 3-gallon container of chocolate, each in its own tub. And in times past, we've actually had a board on the back of our old International truck, but he is not going to try to pull that out this time because, quite frankly, there's a lot of stuff stored on it right now in that hoop building. So I think he was going to pull out the board, and then we're going to set it. I don't need to be involved in that decision. He'll set it up somehow. Also, family in our church gave us this pool table because they upgraded to a different pool table. So Keith got this set up and leveled so that if, people feel like standing out here tomorrow evening and playing pool, it's all set up for them. So we will catch you tomorrow and try to give you a little bit more update to what it all looks like when it's all set up with tables and chairs, etc., etc. All right, everybody have a good evening. Thank you for watching. The things you can do with a Kubota tractor. There you go, now you can wave again.
Is that your new camera?
It's
that
the new
Hank got
camera
you?
that, well, he recommended this. He didn't buy it.
Did he get the microphone for you?
He did give us the microphone to use.
Sweet.
A couple of other things, yeah. So are you excited about the party tomorrow,
I am.
Craig?
It looks cool. There's gonna be lots of people there.
Lots of food.
Lots of food.
Yeah.
Dave killed the pig yesterday.
Dave killed the pig yesterday.
Pastor was in the back of his truck.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Pastor was helping?
What?
You said Pastor was
No,
helping?
the pig was in the back of his truck when I passed him.
Oh.
Which is still funny.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I thought you said Pastor. I'm like, well, that works, I guess.
Yeah. So.
All right, well, very good. I guess we see you tomorrow night, Craig.
Yep.
All right, thanks for dropping off the trailer.